Hello everyone, this is Miles to Macaroni, and last week we did one of the most beautiful and the busiest hike in all our PC. It's Joffrey Lakes. This is located in the Joffrey Lake Provincial Park, and you can either take a park bus or you can take a car. It's a 3 hours drive from the major city Vancouver. Now let's talk about what we did to reach Joffrey Lake.
Hello guys, so right now we are at Squamish, and yeah, first of all we took an Evo car because that's much cheaper to go anywhere, and we are just taking a short break, then we'll be heading to Joffrey Lake. Anything else?
We have one cinnamon raisin bagel. That's it. So planning for the Joffrey hike began 2 days in advance. For example, if you are planning to hike on Saturday, you need to reserve a day pass on Thursday, and the passes can be booked at 7 am 2 days in advance of the planned trip. Joffrey Lake being so famous, the day passes get booked within minutes, so make sure you wake up at 7 am and don't miss the chance. The website is quite user friendly. First step is to select the park, and the second step is to select the date when you are planning to do a hike, and after that you will be asked to fill in your personal information, and that's how you reserve a day pass. Though Joffrey Lake is 3 hours away from Vancouver, but the scenic drive will just mesmerize you and you won't realize how the time passes. However, waking up early can make you feel sleepy, so make sure to take enough rest before the hike. And finally we reached the trailhead and we are just prepping up with mosquito repellent and sunscreen. By the way, parking is free and it's on first come first serve basis.
For the car.
It's not for the car. It is for the non-people.
Oh.
It's all right for today, but
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So guys, each person needs to reserve one pass for Joffrey Lake. Joffrey Lake comprises of 3 major lakes, Lower, Middle and the Upper Joffrey Lake. And the best part is the Lower Joffrey Lake is wheelchair accessible, so anybody can enjoy the turquoise lake.
It's just 5 minutes and we're already here. Firstly.
After getting mesmerized by the Lower Joffrey Lake, we started our hike towards the Middle Joffrey Lake. So the hike for the Middle Joffrey Lake is just 2.5 kilometers from the Lower Joffrey Lake, and the trail is so beautiful that it's filled with lush green forest, scenic creeks and constantly changing scenery, which will just keep you hooked to the trail. July and August are the best months to visit Joffrey Lakes, where the chances of clear view of the mountains and water are best. The 8.5 kilometers round trip takes about 3 to 5 hours depending on your pace and number of stops.
आप शिकार करने आते हैं?
Once you reach the Middle Joffrey Lake, you will realize that it is the most scenic lake and a great photography spot. This is where you will see the famous log floating in water. There will be a queue for taking photos, but be safe once you get over the log, as the water beneath will be super cold. After spending fair amount of time and taking a cold dip, now it's time to reach our next stop, the Upper Joffrey Lake.
1 more kilometer to reach Upper Joffre Lake. On our route, we saw this beautiful Holloway Falls, which connect the Upper Joffre Lake to the Lower Joffre Lake. Once you reach to the Middle Joffre Lake, do not miss out to go to the Upper Joffre Lake because the path is very well paved and it's so beautiful. So must go and check the Upper Joffre Lake. After hiking almost 5 kilometers and with an elevation gain of 673 meters, we reached our final stop, the Upper Joffre Lake. Upper Joffre Lake is where you can camp on a first come first served basis, but permit is required for camping, and the campsites are located on the opposite end of the lake. And after a long day of hiking, having Maggie at the top of mountain is a cherry on the cake. After having our delicious lunch and enjoying the stunning views of the Upper Joffre Lake, we started to descend. Did you enjoy the hike? Yes. Congratulations, Joffre Lake done and dusted. It was good. The best part, cold water dip. We hope that you enjoyed this video and it was useful for you to plan this next trip. And follow us on Instagram at Miles to Macaroni for more such content. Cheers!